But the next segment in our meeting tonight is going to be trying to do our plant table by Zoom. Now, thanks very much to everyone who sent in some photos to Dan. Dan's compiled those into a PowerPoint, and now we're going to ask Dan to share his screen to talk about plants for our plant table.
Rhonda's on mute. Okay, well, I better move. This was sent in by Peter. Menthus saturoides, a native mint that you can find commonly in New South Wales. I don't know, I've seen it inland on creek lines and valley flats and sheltered places like that. Quite a nice plant, ground cover. Peter sent this one in. I'm not sure if he propagates it, but might work well from cuttings and things like that. If the people who sent these in want to chip in with a comment, please do if you can.
Although feel free just to keep going, Dan.
Okay, close up of the flowers, you know, opposite leaves, typical Lamiaceae, related to oregano, lemon balm, lavender, rosemary, all those sort of things. I think it's now being used possibly in, you know, Master Chef and all that sort of thing. Might make a good tea, I'm not too sure. Leonie sent these in, a mixture of potted things that she's mucking around with or experimenting with. Sclerenthus by Florus is on the black chair in a pot. Oops. And she's also got some Isotomer axillaris growing out of that pot as well. Leonie tells me she's propagated these, I think. A stylidium, a trigger plant, I believe is in one of the other pots here somewhere, though I'm not sure if it's this one with the face on it. Leonie might be able to enlighten us there. And she's done some rhodanthe seedlings as well. So Leonie sent that in, so I just thought to have a look. I guess the point is there, you can throw a lot of these natives into pots and they do quite well. It's just another option for people who might be short of space or something like that. John Aitken has sent in some photos from Burnham Reserve in Sydney, taken recently, and I thought this was really tricky of John to send me both of these, but I threw them up together for anyone interested. On the left, we have Woolsey pungens, and growing alongside it in a lot of places, you can find a very similar Apacris pulchella, and some people have questions in the past or on bushwalks, how do you tell the difference? You can see the leaves are very similar, but if you just look at those overlapping petals of the Woolsey with those sort of crinkly lines on them as well, that's a bit of a giveaway. And the Apacris pulchella, you got the petals are sort of separate with sort of space in between. Don't really have that sort of same sort of appearance and crinkly lines. But if you get them both not in flower, you can see the leaves are very, very similar. Can be a bit hard to tell apart, but what you do notice is Woolsey tends to flower pretty much almost most of the year, I find, in Sydney anyway. So that was a good one, John. I'm not sure if you did that deliberately to trip us up. That was good. John sent this in. All I can think is this is Corymbia gomifera, but John photographed it recently. Corymbia gomifera flowers in around January, as far as I know. This was taken in April, but I can't think what else that is in Burnham on sandstone. If anyone's got a comment, please type it in. Someone like Jason might know better, but yeah, that's a nice shot, John. Two really good photos here of Ambersha formosa, again from John. I put the inflorescence and the fruit together. You can really see that devil's head there, which is a good shot. A follicle that splits open on one side and aligns with Peter's talk on the Proteaceae. And the last one from John was a native carrot. If you don't know it, Platysaceae linearifolia. This is a really, really common plant in Sydney sandstone. The leaves smell like carrot really strongly, and it's related. It's in that Apiaceae family, so we tend to call them our native carrots, though I don't think they've got a taproot anywhere near as big. But very nice shot, John. The flowers are tiny. They're hard to bring to focus a lot of the time. They're not very big at all. but they're in those compound umbels, which is a really good feature for Apiaceae, if you get familiar with it. Moving on to Claire. Claire McCall sent in this beautiful Banksia birthday candles. Stunning plant. Really well done there, Claire. The great thing about this, we said, was you can see the plants growing in their natural, in their homes anyway, which at the meetings we don't ever get to see that, but members are going to really show off their plants here. And a Banksia roller coaster spilling over a wall there. Very nice, Claire. Thanks for that. That was her too. Jenny and Martin Whiting sent in this one, which I think is a Sunnier Lancialatta. A lot of people are planting petunias now, and they seem to grow really well. I've thrown a few in the backyard recently, like Pinifolia, and they seem to grow really well. I don't know how they go long term, but if I'm wrong about that one, Jenny, let me know. That's what I thought it was. I didn't get told what these were, by the way, which was good for me. I just got sent the photos. It was fantastic. Flannel Flower from Jenny again, growing, looks like a bit of natural habitat here, possibly, even if it's in a backyard. Sandstone outcrop, actinotus growing with some caustus. Yep. That's quite common in the Sydney sandstone bushland.
Yeah, that was actually one of the flannel flower that I grew from seed from Lloyd's session back in a while ago.
Oh, lovely.
Planted a couple of them in my garden. So
beautiful.
That's time it's flowered.
Yeah, you've really mimicked the natural environment there. It's fantastic. Yeah, really good. And was that caustus always there, or did you didn't propagate? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, whoever can propagate that can write their own checks. Good one. And I thought this was Pulcinea tuberculata. Would I be right?
I'm not quite sure. I look at it in the book, and that's what I thought it was, but I'm really not sure.
Okay, that's what I think it is. It's common in areas like the Central Coast, around Brisbane waters and Booty and places like that. You see it in Sydney as well. Yeah, that's what I'd say that is. That's a really nice specimen. Beautiful. Yeah, check that one out. That's what that should be. That's a really nice one. Okay, I better get through these. On to Joan. Joan sent me this beautiful Viola Banksia, grown as a ground cover. That's really stunning, Joan, especially that flower colour. That's one I should grow. It's beautiful. Yeah, I haven't tried that one. Really nice. That's a really variable species, those violas, but that's a nice one. Joan sent in this Isotomer as well, which she told me was propagated from material that Aileen gave her, I believe. That's really nice. And a Wallenberger, which, wow, is doing really stunningly. I'm not sure what species it is, Joan, you might know. But that's really nice. Joan's not there. Keep moving. Yeah, that's a stunning ground cover she's got going there. Beautiful plant. And this Banksia spinulosa, I think, if it's not one of the cultivars, that Joan sent in as well. That's also really stunning. Beautiful plant. It's a great time of year for Banksias normally around now.
So we've got these too.
On to Ralph. Ralph sent me Buckinghamia salsissima. That's a real must-have for gardens, I reckon. There's some nice ones growing around here. Beautiful plant, really hardy. Seems to grow really well. I love those.
On the road for
Ostromertus dulcis, Ralph sent in as well. That's a really good one, Ralph. Stunning plant. Close up of the fruit, the midgeonberry.
Down the bottom too.
Yeah, that's really nice, Ralph. And then I believe Ralph is now trying to show off his copious crop of finger limes. Tell me if I'm wrong, Ralph. Look at him on the ground. Jeez.
100 this year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I can't get one on mine.
Me either.
Yeah. How long you been growing that for, Ralph?
Maybe 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice one. Well, that's really good. yeah, if you grow that one, it's a beautiful plant to grow. Mine's growing really slowly, but in the last year or two with a bit of rain, it's coming nicely now, but I still haven't got a fruit off it. But yeah, it's a popular plant these days. Beautiful fruit. And Tony Porritt sent me this Verticordia, a plant endemic to Western Australia. Is Tony there? Does he want to say anything? I don't know too much about this one. Tony there at all? Or anyone want to say anything about this plant? If they grow it, I'm a big ignorant on this one. So happy for anyone to jump in.
Is it grafted?
Not sure. He did send me some content on the email, maybe where it was from basically, but it's a Myrtaceae species, and he's got this one growing really nicely, beautiful flowers. I just didn't have time to do any research on this one, but I was hoping Tony could jump in. But
Dan,
yep.
Can you hear me? It's Murray.
Yeah, Murray.
We've got some. We got them. It's a Western Australian.
Yeah.
And we got them from Carlo Italiano in the East Hills group.
Yeah.
And there are different shades of pinks and to that deep colour.
Yep.
And so I've got one that's, I don't know, about a metre or half a metre sort of in the front, in the full sun. And Tony's got his in the front of his place in full sun.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
Nice one.
And I've got a little one in that I put in a while ago, but that's without, and they're very pretty.
Yeah. 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 Thanks, Murray. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right. That's it, everyone. I got through those pretty quick. That's the end of that. Thanks for the photos.